Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Katie.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
And there's a secret third man that enters the chat.
You might want
Oh, good gracious.
coffee. Oh, yeah, coffee.
My coffee is safe.
We're good.
Who are you?
When J.R.R. Tolkien got annoyed with his neighbors, he would dress as an Anglo-Saxon warrior and charge them.
Wow, we have that in common.
And I'm Cameron.
Good job.
Yes.
Thank you. You should use the hashtag Geeks Corner to talk at us tonight. There is a total coin toss of whether or not we'll actually see it, but we're going to do our best. And you know why we're going to do our best? Because Maddie's going to be on it.
Maddie is amazing.
Maddie's the
and
best.
While we're speaking about Maddie, we should mention that this Friday is her birthday.
Her birthday.
So hashtag Geeks Corner at DAPS_magic on Twitter. Happy birthday, Maddie.
One
Send
D.
a video. MADIE.
M-A-D-I-E.
Send a video wishing her a happy birthday,
Yeah.
because that would be a lot of fun.
Because she deserves it, because she's the best.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's move right into the show as I open it up, because I am completely unprepared tonight, because we are doing the show producerless. There's nobody at the computer right now. We are just going to see what happens. So if it doesn't work, tweet at us. And hopefully, you'll see it, right, Maddie? Yeah.
We all want to be a producer.
Oh, you
Cameron.
do want to be a producer.
No.
That's
Okay.
I thought that's what he was doing.
Oh, okay. So the holidays have arrived at the Disneyland Resort
They
about a
have?
week ago now, but Disney Plus took the story last week, so we
Yeah.
didn't talk about it at all. A week and a half into, well, it's actually a week exactly into Disney Plus. What do we think of this?
I love
It's
it.
good.
Is
It's
it
very
still
good.
as exciting as it was a week ago?
Absolutely.
And the evidence of that is that this last Friday, I have to watch The Mandalorian immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as I finish The Mandalorian, I'm like, well, there's Jeff Goldblum being Jeff Goldblum. I have to go watch that now, too.
And
Which is a lot of fun.
I think that the weekly release schedule over the binge schedule, or the binge release, is the way to do it.
I wish they had diversified the releasing days.
I was just
I
about
agree.
to say the same.
No, I very much agree.
I wish it was spread out and
So that it wasn't all dropping
I mean,
on
it
the
makes
same.
sense for the weekend, but in the world we live in where content knowledge is king, like,
Yeah.
Friday is like, and go watch all the things. That's all we're doing.
Well, the
So-
other problem with the way of doing it this way is it's almost impossible to not have anything spoiled unless you watch it all right at once. Whereas if it was like Mandalorian on Wednesday,
Yeah.
Encore Thursday, Goldblum Friday, High School Musical,
The musical,
the series, Saturday, whatever it is. If they were a little bit spread out, we might have a chance of not being spoiled every day
I agree.
or every Friday.
But I think there's like the big spoiler things. Like I think Mandalorian is the biggest spoiler.
like you
thing.
can't spoil Goldblum.
Yeah, no.
that will never happen.
That is the honey of products for shelf life.
Yeah.
It's like you can know what it is and it's not going to matter.
It's-
I'll tell you right now, man talks about sneakers and ice cream. That's all he's talked about so far. And to even cursorily get at the fact that he gets into existentialism during the sneaker one,
Yeah, that was
like-
interesting, wasn't it?
I haven't watched it, so that sounds hilarious.
just it's Jeff Goldblum for an hour where they mad-libbed a subject and threw it at him.
Being an
And he's like,
alien,
"All
being an
right."
alien in a human suit.
It has to me the same level of enjoyment, and this is a compliment, as Columbo. Because you know
Everything
exactly
comes back to Columbo.
because you know exactly what you're gonna get. And it has that level of satisfaction of like, I knew he was gonna do that, and I'm still happy about it.
Yes.
And there's enough, I think, like cachet with it being Goldblum that, like, for the ice cream one, he's just like, all right, I'm talking about ice cream. Who knows about ice cream? I guess I'll go just meet actual Ben and Jerry.
Yeah.
And then immediately afterwards, why not Salt and Straw?
Yeah, Salt and Straw Man.
Because, and like, there's no like segue between the two. Like, only Jeff Goldblum could like take two competing brands and put them in a segment right after each other, and nobody cared. It was just
Yeah.
I don't even think I bet the cameras have to keep up with him. He's just like, I'm going to the Midwest. There's it's where they make some
Running
ice
around.
cream, and I'm gonna film it.
Still, my favorite video of him of all time is them explaining the Spider-Man thing to him at D23. Like, so what do you think is going to happen with Spider-Man? He goes, oh no. And then he goes, I'm crestfallen. Like, human beings don't talk like that.
Here's the thing, and this
He's
is
an alien.
While we're ranting about Goldblum, to have the qualification to be a master at the English language is actually very difficult to do. Most people who speak English are not masters of English.
I'm not.
In fact, I think only 2 or 3 presidents in history have been master orators and English users. I think Goldblum is. I also think I think he's enlightened as well, but that's a different conversation. I think he is not only intelligent, but he is irresponsibly intelligent, and he is containing it with weirdness for everyone else's benefit.
Yeah.
Like, Jeff Goldblum, man.
See, anyway, Disney Plus is weird.
Still 2 thumbs up on it. Still worth the
Oh,
price.
absolutely.
What are you most looking forward to moving forward?
I'm still loving Mando, so I'm very into that. I'm very excited to see. I'm bummed that it's so short. It's 8 episodes, right?
Yeah, I'm already like a little bit like worried about.
I'm already looking forward to season 2,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of ridiculous to say as we're only like a 4th way through the first season.
Did you see that the first season of the Lord of the Rings thing that's coming to Amazon already has second season? Yeah.
Which means that the rough cuts of season 1 got into the room and the production staff went, yep.
Yeah.
To make a Jeff Goldblum, we're gonna be rich.
It's
a Jurassic Park reference after they saw.
Have you guys seen it?
I
Jurassic
can't
Park?
wait for the next one.
Are you familiar?
So good. I hope.
We hope. Fingers
all right.
crossed.
Holidays have arrived at the Disneyland Resort.
Oh, it was in my face.
What are we excited about this year with the holidays?
Mickey's
at
Happy
Disneyland?
Holidays.
Happy
We'll
Hanukkah.
get to that.
I want to give a gift to you.
Okay, so it's Cameron's favorite.
Fat
It's
Cat
the
Swinger.
best song ever.
Fat Cat Swinger.
I love Fat Cat
I
Swinger.
want Fat Cat to cover that song.
We are gonna get Fat Cat Swinger, or at least Marco, on this show.
Marcoon Sax?
Yeah, we are.
The Marcoon Sax?
Can you explain that, please?
His Instagram handle, which you should go follow, is
Marco on Sax.
Yes.
Sometimes people get confused and they think that it is Marcoon Sax.
I think it depends on if you know the guy's name beforehand
I think
or
so.
after, because I never saw it that way.
I knew the guy's name and I still read it like that in my head every time.
Yeah. Well, it's
Much like I read Hermione before I knew Hermione. Like,
it's like
Okay.
Jenny and Megan Eubank. She knows Megan's name. Calls her Megan Eubank.
Okay.
Because it looks like a superhero name.
it really does.
It does.
It does.
But so your brain just kind of mashes things together and says, I know words. So Marcoon Sax. So every time Marco gets brought up, I love to say Marcoon Sax because it's very fun.
So Fat Cat Swinger, favorite song?
Friend Like Me.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing it in the set, but it's my favorite that they
They did
are.
last
Did they?
week.
Cool.
Yes.
I think they're doing it. I think I heard through Thanksgiving, and then they're going to add more Christmas or holiday stuff. The Grinch, which they are not doing currently,
But
that
I'm
I've
sure we'll
seen,
show it.
Yes.
that I'm hoping comes in then, is probably my favorite.
With Marco on vocal.
Although I really like Pure Imagination too.
That's really good. I'm really loving Martini Mama right now.
Okay.
It's an original. It's really fun. Sean O'Kelly does it.
Yeah, I like it.
It's
fun.
really they are doing a lot more originals this year, which
is fantastic.
amazing because I think that they should get their original music out in front of as many people as they possibly can.
Especially since it's good. Like sometimes you go and you see these bands that you really like that do covers, and you see their original stuff, and you're like, oh, that was nice.
Can you do another cover, please?
But like, this is legitimately like
It's so good.
It fits right in with everything else, and it's so fun, and people get into it, which is great.
You rarely see, because a lot of times the front of the stage is kind of a swing dancing area. And so a lot of times you see crowds, when they aren't familiar with a song, dance floor clears out because everyone's kind of like unfamiliar. They don't know what to do. Fat Cat, their original music comes up, and I feel like more people get out on the dance floor.
Yep,
because
absolutely.
they're just so excited. So yes, I'm really loving that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's... what else do I love? I do love Grinch because it's hard to beat that, and I really, really hope that it comes in after Thanksgiving.
Me too. That one's really fun.
It's my favorite.
I love segues involving many characters performing.
That was my segue impression. Was it good? Do you get it? So segues, you stood like this, and then you... I made it sound like a cow crossed with a lawnmower.
That's gonna end up online. You know, it's already online. But you know,
Oh, like the dolphin noise?
Cameron does these things.
One day
with
I'm going to have
video.
a full keyboard of just sounds.
We should release an app that's like one of those.
The Geeks Corner MIDI app? Is that what it is?
No, those things where you can like just push. What were those
So
called?
it's just sound effects that mostly you make, also the air horn sound.
Okay.
Wah, wah, wah.
One of the other highlights this
Let's
year
pull it from
is
that.
Mickey's Happy Holidays,
Yes.
which happens twice a day at Disney
Not
California
enough.
Adventure. I actually agree with that. And in this show, Mickey, Minnie, and the gang dance their way through DCA in this
Fighting a
charming...
rival gang, the Sharks versus the Jets.
He has a really cool jean jacket. He does.
He does. No, Mickey's outfit is amazing.
It might be my new favorite Mickey outfit. Like, it's pretty far
He
up
looks
there.
pretty snappy. It's a snappy dresser.
You just following that pun everywhere, huh?
When the shark bites with his teeth.
I don't know what's going on.
We don't know either. Continue.
So it happens twice a day. They stop by the obelisk
Obelisk is what it's officially called.
over by Little Mermaid, and then they
Yes.
go into Carthage Circle, and they do a little dance moment.
Sounds so dark and
Nobody
foreboding.
knew it was an obelisk till this holiday season.
Well, everyone
I feel
calls
like.
it like the lighthouse.
Yeah, I thought it was a lighthouse.
But then they say obelisk, and it sounds like scary, and it sounds like a side quest in a video game.
It really
you need
does.
to unlock.
Meet me at the obelisk.
Mickey Mouse wants you to meet him at the obelisk, and you're
I
like,
feel like they should have
okay.
revealed this during Halloween time, and they should have had a Halloween time
Obelisk.
cavalcade that went to the obelisk.
yeah. And once you unlock that side quest, you can now read the ancient writing on the obelisk.
And I feel like Bowler Hat Man should have been the leader of it.
Oh, he should always be the leader of it, because he's Bowler Hat Man, and he's
I just-
misunderstood.
Well, he did go to the obelisk.
He's
Um,
misunderstood.
Anyway, Mickey's Happy Holidays. What do you
Love
guys think of it?
I love it.
It's cute. Claire Buckhow's in it. I like
That's
her.
true. She is. I like
She's
that
cute.
they're all in festive getups.
Mhm.
I love that they, some of them have just taken their regular costume and they have put like a Santa hat on
They
it.
have
Or
accessorized.
in Joy's case, she has like a tinsel moment. What is that called? Boa. Like a garland boa. Love it. It's amazing.
And then there's Mrs. Incredible, who is wearing a Saturnalia crown,
Yeah.
representing the pagan forces of the holidays.
It's
so good.
amazing.
You know what? They got
It's either that or Santa Lucia for some of our old school Protestant friends.
And
Could be
she's
both.
killing it. Let me tell you.
It's just askance, like intentionally, like
She's like-
it's very good.
She's like, oh, this?
Oh, this old thing.
I just pulled this out, brushed off the dust.
Watch out for Krampus.
That would be an interesting show.
I would love at the obelisk.
At the obelisk. It all comes back to the obelisk.
We'll light the Yule log together. It'll burn for a month.
I feel
At the obelisk.
I feel
At
like
the
this is the
obelisk.
start of one of our short. It's like somebody's going to run this for their short for the
For
DAPS this
Dapsies.
next year. Because I think we need to do that again. Is everybody needs
Oh.
to make
Oh
their
no,
own short?
it's
That's
on,
happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a new tradition.
I'm just going to do the exact same
At
thing
the
as last year with a
obelisk.
different droid.
Oh, you do have another droid.
I do?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I
in
use
your
Apple
office.
products.
Oh, I do have another droid. Yeah, that's
I
great.
was like, you know,
See,
you
I'm
have
set.
the other droid you have.
That's great. Yeah, so I might just do that. We'll see.
No. Leave him alone. Leave him out of this. I was going to say something and I forgot. Continue.
I was gonna move on unless
Okay.
you're done with the obelisk and Mickey's happy.
Oh, no.
We
the
should say the
obelisk.
obelisk a few more times so it doesn't sound like a word anymore.
It's going to summon something. We should probably not say that anymore.
No. You know what's really gonna happen is we're gonna have another bolt of lightning, and the thunder's gonna go, and everything's gonna go dark.
And the obelisk will appear in the center of the studio.
You know the worst part about that is that would kill off our connection to YouTube. We
That's the
wouldn't
worst
be-
part.
No.
Not the fact that we're summoning the elder gods. No.
that'd be
No.
fine. No, I was more thinking like it would pretty much
We're
disconnect
gonna
us
fry
for the
our
rest of the night,
transformer.
so everybody would think we're dead. That
Y'all
would
speak
Are
in
we
deep
not?
speech, right?
You never know.
No, what we would do is we would get on YouTube Live from an iPhone with flashlights and go full Blair Witch Project. I'm so scared.
Which was our backup plan for tonight.
It was.
And then we realized we don't have flashlights.
I have one. That's
Great.
not enough.
So candles was our backup plan.
Yeah, which
Anyway,
is a fire
we
hazard.
also now know the dates that candy canes will be released at the Disneyland Resort very
Release the
quickly.
candy cane.
At the obelisk.
Yeah, get there early if you want to do this.
Are you imagining them flying like
if you're
over
gonna
a
go-
Viking? Just
If you're going to go to Disneyland at the Candy Palace, go November 29th, December 2nd, 4th, 6th, 9th, 11th, 13th, 16th, 18th, 20, 24. If that
You
was
got
too
that?
fast, go to dapsmagic.com and click on the candy cane
I think
article.
you can
and you'll
also
be fine.
replay this video at half speed, maybe.
Yeah. or
our
triple.
sound
If you want to go to
like-
DCA, where the line's not quite as long, you can go to Trolley Treats on the 30th of November, or December 3rd, 5th, 7th, 10th, 12th, 14th, 17th, 19th, 21, and 25th, which is cool.
Somebody
You
put
get
a
it on
beat behind
Christmas.
that, like December 3rd. Hey, don't, I'm doing
Actually,
the wrong dates. Don't
somebody
listen to
should
me.
go through again and see if I actually read the dates right. Because it's very possible I didn't. We'll see how good I am at reading and speaking at the same time. Anyway, have either of you gotten in line and done the candy cane thing?
I don't like
My
peppermint.
wife has.
I remember this.
And returned with a candy cane, which I then sampled.
And
I thought
what
you
did you
said
think
you
of
should
it?
turn the candy.
I've had one. Have you had one from?
I don't like peppermint.
I know, but you still could try one.
It would still taste like
Like
peppermint.
I don't necessarily like you, but I'm on the show every week with you.
Oh. And I don't like
All right,
the obelisk,
Cameron,
but
you
I
had
needed
one.
it every week.
What did you think?
I
of
like Katie.
The candy cane?
It is HQ high quality candy cane. I will say this: you are getting it for the experience of having it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you want 95% of the same experience, buy a regular candy cane.
Mm-hmm.
This is a chunk candy cane. It comes with more meat on the candy bone, as it were.
For $13.99.
Yeah, so you're paying for
AP discounts do not apply.
bragging rights for this candy.
It's also
cane.
comically oversized.
It really is.
It is fun to watch people walking around with that.
And
though.
It's so
like
good.
the candy shank potential with it is
Oh.
well. Here's the thing: it starts as a candy club, which is good.
Which you can
But
take
it
to
is
the obelisk.
breakable.
It is breakable,
Very.
much like our hearts, and that is important to remember as you consider what to send to our PO box. What was the address on that? Send us gifts.
Yeah. We have that. It's in my notes on my phone somewhere, which my phone is right there.
Put it in the show notes. How's that sound?
Put it in the show notes!
Send us gifts. You know what I want? Your affection.
You know what I don't want? A giant candy cane. Please don't do that.
You know what's gonna happen is we're gonna actually remember to go check said PO
I need
box,
to go this
and there's gonna be so many candy canes there, and they're all gonna be addressed to you. And Cameron and I are gonna be like, "Ooh, candy canes!" And Katie's like, "You don't get them; they're mine." And then she's gonna run away with them and probably throw them
because
away.
things have come to the PO box addressed to me, and the people. I will say this: it was very funny. I went to our PO box, and when I took the thing out, it said in all caps, "Katie Bear" with 4 question marks. And so I had to go to the front desk and be like, "Hi, I'm from the DAPS Magic PO box." And they're like, "Yeah, it said Katie Bear." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, that's me. Like, that's my name. I can show you." And they're like, "It says DAPS Magic." I'm like, "Yeah, Katie Bear is DAPS Magic." They're like, "We're just gonna add your name to the PO box."
It's
And
one
I
of the
was
square rectangle things.
like, it's the you can also add the obelisk while you're at it.
It's magical.
Just remember, as you send things in, Mr. Dapp celebrates Christmas. Katie celebrates the death of the innocent, I think, is most recently. And I
Yeah.
celebrate Yule. So,
Perfect.
you know,
and
address
we
it
all
properly.
like eggnog.
Across the board.
I don't think that would ship well.
I think that celebrates. I've got some aged eggnog working right now.
I'm so excited.
That's gonna be really cool.
You know how
All
many
right.
people I've told about your aged eggnog?
So,
Many.
as we know, later this week is Maddie's birthday.
It is? That's her. Wait, Maddie's right here.
Faith and Bogota.
Earlier this week, hey, that's on Disney Plus. Earlier this week,
I think you're referencing Luck of the Irish.
close enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
Earlier this
Happy-
week was
happy-
Mickey Mouse's birthday, and also Minnie Mouse's birthday.
Yeah, it's
This
Minnie
year.
Pig
Mouse's
like
birthday
Pete.
too.
And Peg Leg Pete.
He wasn't even invited to the party.
Wasn't. No.
No, there was a whole party
I
for
cannot
Mickey.
remember the last time I saw him in a park.
No
I
one
feel like
invited him
Disneyland
anywhere.
Paris might have been the last
Probably.
at their
That's a
character
shame.
fan days.
I hope he gets work.
But
I could even be wrong on this. I hope somebody can. Maybe
they
Bailey
also
can let me
did
know.
just have the night of 100 characters. Or
I don't know if he was at that.
I
though.
don't,
I don't
think
remember
he was.
seeing it.
Yeah, it was beautiful. They just put those elements around the obelisk and raised them all.
And all the 100 characters came from the ground. What I will say, and I made a comment on this because I did go to the celebration yesterday. Minnie is so gracious that she is on the car with Mickey. Yes.
Wishing him a happy birthday.
She's leading everyone singing happy birthday to Mickey.
Yep.
So she's still the center of attention, and everyone could easily say, also, it's Minnie's birthday. But no,
Nobody
she
did.
fully directs the attention to Mickey Mouse. That's,
So next year,
Amazing.
it should be Minnie Mouse's birthday, and
I would
skip-
love that.
How funny would that
You know, you joke. That would be an amazing marketing choice.
Talk about an amazing PR
do it on one
choice.
of the
Yeah.
ones where it's not like a.
It's 92.
Yeah, it's
fine.
92. It's like it's not. It's at like hundreds coming up, and that's going to be a full-blown
can't mess
Mickey
with
Mouse.
that.
Like, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
But like, pick a 92 or something like that and be like, no, Minnie Mouse is here. Let's do
I think
this.
it's a great idea.
It's going to be fun.
Disney, if you're listening.
Yeah.
Please
Meet us at
send
the
to
obelisk.
P.O. Box.
We don't know.
Just address it to Katie Bear. Put it in the mailbox.
I'm so sorry for all your ears.
And I'll appear. I appear at your mailbox. I take the things and I run away.
I'm sorry, how did you retrieve an item
Forgot
from
the
a
bag.
mailbox?
You got the bag too. Don't
Did you
forget the
also
bag.
rip the mailbox out of the ground with this motion? Whose mailbox is large enough to, or are you smaller? Are you smaller reaching inside?
Well, she eats the mushroom, gets smaller, and then grabs
Yeah.
the mail,
No,
eats another mushroom so she can pick up the mail and walk away.
I shrinked.
See, I was referencing Mario. You were doing Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, no.
Um,
I was on the Mario page.
That's
Yeah.
great.
No, I shrink down to the size of the mailbox. I get in. I go like this. I take all the mail, and then I return to normal size. And
Now,
I
is this
take the mail.
Ant-Man logic where you have the same amount of strength as a normal-sized
Yeah,
Katy
yeah,
Bear,
yeah.
which is 3 times the strength of a normal man, by the way?
Yeah. Oh, it's accurate.
From New Zealand.
Oh, I'm right.
The man is from New Zealand or Katie is? I don't know. Do your
I'm
best
from
New Zealand
Ireland.
accent. Stop the show. What is your best New Zealander accent?
Yeah, I want to hear this.
Real quick, can we just I'll put a hold on jokes.
We might even have somebody
jokes
from
can leave the
Australia
room.
watching right now.
Yeah.
So
Actually, almost guaranteed we do. I know we do. Real quick,
I
could
was
you
texting with her
embarrass
earlier, so it's
an
very
entire
possible.
nation real quick?
Hello. I'm from New Zealand.
Did you recently move there? Okay, cool. See, that's a character choice, and we respect that. The Daniel Day-Lewis method. That one got Mr. Daps. Yeah. All right, cool.
While he was drinking coffee, too. That's how you know it was
That was
good.
very good. Yeah. Yep.
that's good.
Oh, wow.
Steven says, I do feel like sending you something, ... Yes, comma. I believe I will send you the obelisk.
Obelisk!
It's a new...
I don't like that I can hear myself from over there.
Yeah, that was
Or
good.
was it the obelisk?
It's because we
reverberating?
do not have a producer.
It's true.
When there's no producer, everything just goes crazy.
Actually, I will say that we sacrificed the producer to the obelisk.
Did
So
we?
we are produceless.
Maybe we sacrificed one of the producers to the obelisk. Should we go to Christmas shopping?
Yes.
All right. Christmas shopping for geeks can be a
We're doing that
difficult thing to do, mainly because you never really know where you're going unless you have walked alongside said geek. So Cameron's so gracious. It's not wrong. So Cameron, was it 2 years ago you wrote this article?
I think this is a 2 years
and
ago
we've been
one.
updating it, I think.
Yes, we updated last year, and it's pretty
You
relevant.
actually wrote this 3 years ago.
Is it
as
3
I'm
years
now
ago?
looking at the date.
We did update. So I specialize in the type of content known as evergreen content. There's a little peek behind the curtain.
Just look at his shirt, obviously.
Yeah. Is this green?
That's not
It's
green.
not green.
The
was
man's
it-
colorblind.
that's
Don't
not-
mess
Don't
with him.
do that to me.
It's not the
He thought he was
reference
wearing a green shirt.
I was like, I don't remember dressing green. I'm very Christmassy by accident.
I was actually more referencing you look like a lumberjack, but
Oh,
Therefore, green.
Get it.
Evergreen
content.
lumberjack.
Evergreen trees. Evergreen
I'm a
trees.
lumberjack and I'm okay.
please.
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Oh, we're off
I
the
made
rails.
I made a
tonight.
Monty Python reference about 2 seconds ago, and Maddie in the audience caught it. So out of the corner of my eye, I just saw Kermit
I heard
arms. It was fantastic.
I'm not going to do that on YouTube, though.
Oh, we just did.
Yeah, it's
You
there.
guys can.
You can make a GIF out of that pretty easily, I'm sure.
Please do.
Christmas shopping.
Christmas shopping.
Cool.
Moving into a new world.
So there's an article up on dapsmagic.com, which will be linked with this episode, I am sure,
We're good with that.
that discusses a little bit at length. Is it the tonality that's throwing you, or
I'll show you guys after the show.
fantastic? I'm
scared.
So the idea of shopping for a geek is often a little bit confusing and intimidating, especially if you're not familiar with whatever their particular geekdom is.
Yes.
This article goes a little bit in depth, and there are several others discussing the subject on how to actually shop for the geek in your life. The biggest recommendation is
Go to Galaxy's Edge.
go to Galaxy's Edge. Yes. No, just take part in their lives. If there's something that they are passionate enough that you know this is something that they would probably like, take the time to learn a little bit about it. This is an example from my own life, but my wife was cursorily aware of things like Star Wars and Star Trek before we started dating, and she's since learned a lot of things about it, not necessarily because she was super interested in it. She has since become an avid geek herself, but because she was interested in sharing in something that I was very passionate about. And that's really the best thing you can get somebody for Christmas. It doesn't matter what the item is per se, because there are some very expensive geeky items you can get. You'll discover this. It's more that you're taking the time to find out what they're interested in, putting the care into it to find that type of thing. So our recommendation from Geeks Corner is be thoughtful.
Yeah.
That was a good recommendation.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, now to be a little bit more practical.
Yes, there are a lot of folks you can shop from. There are, of course, good items available.
Like Maddie.
Like Maddie. So there are a lot of good items available from friends that we have at, say, Disney, which are going to be products that Disney makes, which are great. However, if you have the opportunity to buy from a local or small business artist, please, 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 please do that. On one hand, your craftsmanship is probably going to be a lot better just in general because it's not something mass produced. It's probably something bespoke for you. And you're not really going to be feeding into a very, very large budget, even though we love Disney. It's several millions of dollars they're making in profit. Whereas if you spend $20-$30 for an artist, that's $20-$30 going in the pocket of one person so they can enjoy their Christmas a little bit better as well.
So, prediction time.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the top geek present of this season is going to be?
Oh, do we have an age range, like for kids?
Let's just go geek in general.
I think Pokemon's going to make a resurgence
Because
because the game just came out. I'm
sure.
literally wearing a Pokeball on my hip at the moment.
of course you are.
It started screaming at us earlier.
It did. It was pretty exciting because I have a Machop in there. Yeah, so I think Pokemon's going to be up there. I think Star Wars is certainly irrelevant. Again,
I was gonna
always.
Nail it down, though. Star Wars what? Like
Mandalorian spoilers.
No, I don't think Mando's
I
going
don't
to be the
think that's
popular
it. I
tool.
don't think so either.
Nor do they really have the product right now to be able to sell for that.
But if they did,
I think it's going to be a heavy Kylo Ray, Finn, Poe. That's my portmanteau
The new
of the
Fab
two.
Four.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of the new characters.
Okay. Do you think, like, which one and what specific thing do you think will be that, like, must have?
I think it's going to be Ray stuff if I had to put money on it.
I would like that.
I kind of think you're right.
The opportunity for a strong female action hero is certainly nothing to be scoffed at. And in the last couple of years, we've seen that go up. And with this being the 9th film coming out and she just being amazing again, I think that's going to be...
I don't even think it matters that she's female. She's just awesome.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. I think it's going to be cross-gender, but I think that's going to motivate...
Yes, I agree.
Motivate the purchases from a parent's perspective
Yeah.
of why this is an awesome thing just in general. And you bring up a really good point, though, if I can continue to steamroll.
Go for it.
And then Katie gets a steamroll.
The kids are the best example of why weird gender stereotyping like that is on its way out, because they don't see that it's a weird female superhero or like people of our age are noticing. They're just like, Ray's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
And which shows the people in the industry it's like it doesn't matter. You can have the representation because kids are just going to see awesome.
Yeah.
And
Awesome
Ray's
will
awesome.
always be awesome.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I feel like Frozen 2 also has the possibility to dominate.
Yep.
Especially because there's merchandise they will be able to release within the next month, because they have not been able to release merchandise of Anna and Elsa in their end of movie outfits because it is a spoiler, whatever that means. So within the next month, they will be able to release those products, and I think that I don't think just children, but I do think that among Disney fans, that this Frozen 2, whatever it happens to be, I think it'll dominate Christmas.
I can't wait until Anna's the Human Torch at the end of
So do you think
Green Lantern.
Frozen 2 or Star Wars
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
for merchandise?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Star Wars is merchandise. Are you
Well,
kidding me?
100%. But yes, I don't know. I don't buy a whole lot of stuff. Okay. Well, that's interesting, and we will see what ends up being the most popular thing this Christmas. And I really I don't know what will be that one specific thing, and I feel like sometimes we're completely surprised because they come out with a really
it's
weird, wacky.
There was that egg a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that's what I was like. What
Yeah,
was the little
I'm
thing?
thinking about the eggs.
Yeah.
And then more of our generation was Furbies. Like that's the
Right.
But Furbies were evil, and you should not have allowed them into your home.
there was a man who made an organ like this kind of organ
Of Furbies?
of Furbies.
Oh, that's bad.
It's
That's
terrifying.
asking for the obelisk to appear in your home.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it was.
But just to put a sandwich kibosh on this, buy from local artists.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm not even kidding. Like, it's the best possible thing. You're going to get something so much better, and you're going to benefit somebody directly.
And as
Please,
Bailey
please,
is
please.
saying, don't forget Black Friday is good, but Small Business Saturday is much better.
Also, thegeekscorner.com is a great website. You should totally go there. It doesn't matter what I was thinking before, because the bell means it's time to talk about thegeekscorner.com. Visit.
You should go to dapsmagic.com, check out all the Disney and geek news as it happens, subscribe to our mailing list, find our Patreon, and just tell us we're awesome.
And subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss any of our holiday videos that are going up, among a bunch of other things that we have.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm still catching up from Florida, so there's more videos coming up from that as well. But that is all the time we have for you this week, so we will see you around the corner.
Bye!
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, dun, dun.